So, welcome back to everyone. And today we're going to see what are the variables we are going to use in classes. Okay, so already we have seen some examples and introduction of classes. Okay, so I think you are all already or you are very well in introductions. Okay, so what is class, what is attribute, what is uh, init. Okay, then and today we're going to see some what are the examples or in oops. Okay, so sorry, what are the variables in oops. Okay, so we'll see we have totally two variables. One is instance variable and another one is class variable. Okay, so class variable, I'll see some examples. Okay, so let's move on to yeah, Python. Okay, and first, so we already know what is class. Class is a blueprint of methods and objects, right? So we're gonna make what object we want, we can make using classes, right? So class contains class name and instance, that is constructor init. Okay, so then after that it has some methods. Okay, so what we need or what we want to do, so we can create a method in a class. Okay, and today, so we have two variables in classes, inside the classes. Okay, so one is instance variable and another one is class variable. Okay, so first I'm going to create a class. Okay, so the class name is car. Okay, and here I'm going to give colon. So first I'll create a init constructor. Then after that I'll explain what is instance variable and what is a class variable. Okay, so let's see. So def underscore underscore init and underscore underscore, this is your constructor. Okay, so I'm going to give self, and then I'm going to give some parameters like um, model and year. Okay, so here I'm going to give colon for that. Then so here I have to create attributes, right? So self dot model equal to model, and sorry for that, self, yeah, self dot year equal to year. Okay, so that's all. And here we have created a attributes, right? So for model and year, then I'm gonna give method. So def, just I'm gonna print those values which I have declared as a attribute. Okay, so here I'm going to pass self and colon, and after that I'm going to return, or I'm going to just print f colon colon, then here, so the model of the core or model is self dot model, and years here self dot year. That's all. So this, So you guys are already very well in these steps, right? So first I'm going to run this, and then you have to create an object, right? So I'm going to give uh, b or rd, the okay, so rd equal, so I'm going to create a core, okay, then model a6, so you have to give in strings and comma 2013 or 2015. Okay, so here we have created an object and we have passed two variables. One is model and another one is year, that is right. So here you have already know, and set dot model is the attribute and set dot year also. Here we have created two attributes, right? So the model and year, those are variables. Okay, model and year, those are variables. Okay, so we have created an attribute, but this model and year is called as a variable. Okay, so you have declared your variable inside your constructor, that is called as instance variable. Okay, so these two are instance variable, right? So I'm gonna run this. Okay, so just going to give rd dot tab. Okay, so it's a print one, and what was this? You can get what is model and what is the year, right? So in every car has four wheels. Okay, so that is constant, right? So the criteria will change 2 years once or whatever. So still uh, some year from the car has four wheels only, right? So I'm gonna give outside the constructor, that is okay, so wheel operator, sorry, wheel variable equal to 4. Okay, so that is constant, right? Okay, so that is constant, right? So this is your class variable. Okay, you can't use this variable inside your constructor or inside your method, whatever you have. Okay, just you can call by using your object. Okay, so you don't use these class variable into your methods and your constructor. Okay, so let's try this. So I'm going to give print wheel. Okay, I'm going to run this, then so it gives an error, right? So name wheel is not defined because that is the class variable. Wheel is your class variable and you can directly call from your object, like, so object is RD, right? You can call directly wheel. So wheel is 4, that is constant, right? If you take any car has four wheels, right? So that's a constant, that's a default one, right? Okay, in such kind of places you can use your class variable. Okay, outside your def constructor and print. Okay, outside your print and constructor you can use your class variable. The wheel is called as class variable. Okay, so when you need to use your constant, like in every car has four wheels, right? And such kind of things. Okay, so if you want to use, you can declare your class variable. Otherwise, so maximum you deal with your instance variable. Okay, so that's an attribute creation, and the model and year both are called as instance variable. Okay, and also you can pass your values and in instance variable. Okay, so you can pass, you can declare the values, and you can do whatever you want. You can delete the value, you can made zero the value. Okay, but you can't do any corrections in your wheel, because wheel is class variable that is constant. Okay, and next, okay, so now we know what is class, what is attribute, and what is method, and what is constructor. Okay, so the purpose of class, we already know that. Okay, do you have any doubts what is the purpose of class? Please ask me. Okay, so or yeah. Done. So next we'll go with the next topic in OOP. Okay, so I will show the syllabus, and this is your syllabus, week 6. We have classes. What is classes? What is attributes and methods? Methods and functions both are same. Okay, so now we're gonna see inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and multiple inheritance. Okay, so what are those? Okay, we'll see now. So I'm gonna open. So sorry for that, I have not shared the syllabus screen. Okay, you can see now. So classes, attributes, methods, functions. We have covered this topics, and next we'll go with inheritance, multiple and multi-level inheritance. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna draw some pictures like flowchart. Okay, so for inheritance. Okay, so gonna give on, yeah, and here one. Okay, we have two, and here we have three. Okay, done. So first, what is inheritance? Inheritance means if you have two classes, right? So the classes A and classes B. Okay, you want to use the class methods, class A methods and class A attributes to your B class. In your B class, you can call if you go with functions, so you can call one function parameters into another one. Okay, so you can easily use them, right? So here also you can call one class, or you can pass one class as a parameter to another class. Okay, so let's see. So single level means, so we have A and B. Okay, so here class A right? And here we have class B. Okay. So single level inheritance means we have two classes. Okay, so you're gonna pass class A as a parameter to class B. Okay, so now if you pass class A as a parameter to class B, you can use class A methods and attributes, and also class B methods and attributes for single object creation. Okay, so you can only call class B. So okay, so you can only create a class B object. Okay, so class A object is not necessary because we have passed class A as a parameter to class B. Okay, so you can create an object only for class B, then you can access both methods, class A method and class B method also. Okay, that is single level inheritance. Okay, so I'll show first what is single level inheritance. Okay, done. Right, so here I'm going to give class A and colon. Okay, so if you want to pass any parameters to class A, you have to use open and close parentheses. Okay, else it's not necessary. Okay, so then one more point is uh, you can use methods directly without creating a constructor. Okay, so you can use methods directly, but you have to pass self as a parameter to methods. Okay, that's a condition, and here I'm going to create dev. Okay, so in this inheritance will perform differently while giving constructor. That's why I'm first use methods directly. After that I'll explain so what are the differences while giving a constructor will not give a constructor in classes. Okay, so while using inheritance, right? First I'm going to create a method. Okay, I'm going to give feature 1 and you have to pass self and colon, that's all. Okay, so just I'm going to print class A feature 1. Okay, so you can give what code you want instead of print here. Okay, then so I'm going to create one more uh, method for feature 2. So you have to use self for that and colon, then I'm going to print class B feature, sorry, class is A, right? Okay, class A feature 2, right? So we have A class and we have two methods, one is feature and feature 2. Okay, so normally if you want to create an object for class A, so just first you have to pass a variable, then after that you have to use class name like this, right? So then now you can access what method you want, right? Feature 1, if I want feature 1, it returns class A feature 1. If I want feature 2, it returns class A feature 2, right? So now I want to create class B for solving the inheritance. Okay, so I'm going to copy the entire class A, so I'm going to paste here. Okay, so I'm going to give B, then open and close bracket, I'm going to pass A. Okay, instead of future 1 I'm going to give future 2. So and here that is class B, right? And here that is, sorry, here I have to pass class 3 because we have two features in the above class. And here I'm going to give 3, and here 4, and this one is B, and this one is 4. So totally we have 4 features. Okay, we have A and B class. I have passed A as a parameter to the B class. Okay, so now what happened? You can call only B, that's a node, right? So I'm gonna create B equal to B, open and close. Okay, so that's all. So first I need to run this. Okay, so now we get, so we have two classes A and B, right? So this is single level inheritance, right? So I will show the whiteboard. Okay, so single level inheritance means the this is parent and this is child. Okay, so single level inheritance has only one parent and one child. Okay, so you can also call this parent class as a superclass and the child class as a subclass. Okay, so single level inheritance has only one parent class and one child class. Okay, and also you can call a parent class as a superclass and child class as a subclass, right? So we have only two. We have passed A as a parameter to B. Okay, that is single level inheritance, right? You can see here. So now I have created a object. So that is B equal to B of some parenthesis, right? So after that, I'm going to run this. Then now I check what are the methods B has, right? You can see here feature 1, feature 2, feature 3, feature 4, because this is your inheritance. You can pass and you can use your existing or your superclass methods to your subclass. Okay, so now we have feature 1, feature 2, feature 3, feature 4, both. So I'm going to run feature 1. It returns class A, feature 1, and feature 2, class A, feature 2, and feature 3, class A, feature 3. Then 4, class A, feature 4. Okay, so this is your single level inheritance in OP. So do you have any doubts? Please ask me or put your doubts in chat box.
No, sir.
What?
We don't have any doubts, sir, in this topic.
Okay. So next we'll go with multi-level inheritance. Okay, so this is single level. I think you all are get some idea what is multi-level. Okay, so single level means we have only one child, and multi-level means we can use whatever we want. Okay, we can connect. Okay, so I'll explain in whiteboard, right? So here, so class A, class B, class C. Okay, and B takes A as a parameter and C takes B as a parameter. Okay, so this is multi-level inheritance. Okay, so that means if you call C, you can use B and A. You can easily access B and A. Okay, so the A is a parameter of B and B is a parameter of C. Okay, if you call C, so it goes with B and B is already has A. Okay, so the you can call a C and you can access both classes, right? So you'll see some example. Okay, so I'm going to use these same classes. Okay, so I'm going to create one more, that is C, right? Okay, so here I'm going to change C and here I'm going to change B. Okay, and here just 4 and that is C. Sorry, we have 4 and 5. Sorry, we have 3 and 4. So we have to change 5 and here feature is 5 and this is 6 and this is C and this one is 6, right? Okay, so now we have three classes. Okay, so it's like a chaining. Okay, so the multi-level classes, sorry, multi-level inheritance, it's like a chain. Okay, so A is a parameter of B is a parameter of C. Okay, so if you want to call B and A, you can use C. That's a node, right? So here you can assume like this is grandparent, A is grandparent for C, B is parent for C, and C is child for B. Okay, and C is grandchildren for A. That's all. Okay, if you take B, so we have superclass is only one. Okay, so C has two superclasses, B and A, and B has only one superclass, that is A. Okay, and A has B and C subclasses and B has C subclass. That's all. Okay, so let's check. So I'm gonna create C equal to C, open and close bracket, and here I have to use capital C. So it gives C is not callable. What happened? Okay, done. And here I'm going to type C dot tab. So you can see, so we have totally 6 features. Totally we have 6 features, 1 and 2 for A, 3 and 4 for B, and 5 and 6 for C. Okay, so this is multi-level inheritance. Okay, so if I run feature 1, I get class A, feature 2. So go with feature 3. So class B, feature 3, and 5 was class C, right? Class is feature 5. You can access, you can connect it what number of classes you want. Okay, so already we have 3 or 4 classes. You can create one more. Just it's like a add-ons. Okay, it's a add-on features. Okay, if you want to add some features to your program, you can use these concepts. Okay, so these any one, like a single level, multi-level, and multiple also. Okay, so you can use any one inheritance to add-ons, right? So do you have any doubts? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we have one more type. So we have one more type, that is multi multiple inheritance. Okay, we have already seen what is single level. Single level has parent and child, both are one on one, and we have multi-level inheritance, and it's like a chain. Okay, so it connects one by one. It's a multi-level, and now we're gonna see multiple. What is multiple inheritance? So simple. So we have connected A and B, then C, right? So here you can connect two or more classes to C. So without linking them, right? So here I'm gonna give this is class A and this one is class C. Sorry, class B. Okay, so here we don't have any connections between A and B. Okay, any connections between A and B, but you can connect both classes to your C. Done like this. Okay, so now you get what is multiple inheritance, what is multiple level, and single level. Okay, so it has multiple parents and single children. Okay, then class A and class B, those are super classes for C. And here, if you go with multi-level, C has B is a super class, and A is super class for B, and B is superclass for C. And here we have A and B both are superclasses for C, right? This is multiple inheritance. You can connect whatever or what number of classes you want. You can pause here. Okay, let's see with the same example. Okay, so here I'm gonna delete B. So we have class A and B. So both are not having any connection, right? Here I'm going to pass A comma B. So now we have C and A, B, those are parameters. So okay, so now I'm gonna connect or create object for C equal to C, open and close. The syntax error, so here I have to give parenthesis, right? So now I'm going to access what are the methods I have. Sorry, I have here you can see feature 1, feature 2, feature 3, feature 4, feature 5, feature 6, right? So this is your multiple inheritance. Okay, so we don't have any connections between A and B. Okay, so here we have passed both A and B into C. Then you can access from A and B also, right? This is multiple inheritance. Okay, so okay, so first I'll give some go through. For single level means we have only one parent and one child. Okay, here multi-level inheritance means it's like a chain. Okay, so A is a superclass of B is a superclass of C is superclass of D. That's okay. It will go whatever you want. Okay, then and here A and B, so both are having any connection between them, right? So but we are passing both classes uh, as a parameter to C, right? That is multiple inheritance. Okay, so Sure. So we can create a variables. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so first I'll create INIT. Okay, then I'm going to pass self or okay, just I'm going to pass self, and here, so I want to just print something. So instead of print, you can create a variable or attribute you want. Okay, so just I give print for the constructor. Okay, so if you call the if you call the class, the constructor will run first. Okay, I'm gonna give class a init. Okay, so, and here first I'll show how the constructor works. Okay, how to write a equal to a. I run this. Okay, you can see, so class a init, right? Here I just gave print statement. Okay, see, when you create an object for a class, okay, first it will go with, or it will go to the constructor. Okay, it will execute what are the logics, or what are the attributes, or what are the declarations inside your INIT. That's why here I just created an object. Okay, it prints class A init, right? And this is for class A. Okay, so I'm going to pass this A into B. Sorry, I'm going to pass A as a parameter to B, right? So first I'm going to run this. So now I'm going to create a B. Okay, so you can see, so it prints class A init because B doesn't have constructor. That's why it will go to A and returns that class A value. Okay, so I'm going to copy this and paste it here. So I'm going to change class A into class B. Okay, so run this, then what happened here? Okay, so that's not a problem. And here, okay, so I'm going to run same A equal to B, right? So first it returns A constructor, and now it returns class B init. Because, so if you call a class, okay, first you'll go to the constructor and execute what attributes or what declaration or what logic is in. Okay, so it first execute that. After it will go to the methods. Okay, if you want to connect the constructor to B, you have to use super method. Okay, so here I'm going to give super open and close, then dot underscore underscore init, then underscore underscore colon, sorry, parenthesis. That's a note. Okay, and B has what is the superclass of B? That is A, right? So it's automatically take its constructor, okay, to print here. I'm gonna run this. So now we will check class B init and class A init, right? So we get both inits, right? So because first I have gave class B init, print class B init. After that, it checks this line super class dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore open and close parenthesis. it automatically goes to here. Okay, so it takes the value which is in the constructor and print here. Okay, so now you can get class B and class A in it. Okay, so is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So then this is work for a single level inheritance. If you go with multiple or multi-level or multiple inheritance, okay, so we have two super classes, right? We have two super classes. What happen, we'll see. I'm going to copy this entire line and I'm going to print here. Okay, so I'm going to delete this because I, so we have constructor on both classes, right? So we don't need this one, right? Okay, so here I'm going to run this. Then so first we need to create our object and it prints class B in it and class A in it. Okay, so here I'm going to change my class C and run this. Now you get class C and class A. Okay, so first it prints class C, okay, and it goes with super one. Okay, so we have two super classes, right? But it returns only one. The reason is, so this is called MRO. Okay, so method resolution, right? This is called MRO, that is method resolution order. Okay, method resolution order. First, if we have two or more classes and it takes the left one. Okay, so A is left one. That's why it takes as a super class. First, it will go with left. Okay, so that's why it returns class A in it. Okay. Right, you can see, so it will not go with B. Okay, so it will only consider left as a super class. Okay, left as a super class, while or if you use constructor, it considers only left as a super class for C. Okay, so it won't consider B as super class. Okay, in this is called MRO, method resolution order. Okay, then if you want to print or if you want to use both attributes in here, okay, you have to use the class name. Okay, so there is A and B. Then now you have to pass self in your parenthesis. Okay, so now we get, first it prints C, then I have called A and it returns A, and B, then it returns B. That's all. Okay, so that's a fair method, right? Okay, is it clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll see one more example. So just a single level inheritance uh, for the better understand these steps. Okay, so just I'm going to create like class dog or animal. Okay, so first create animal and I'm gonna give def underscore underscore init, then underscore underscore, then self. Here I just print animal created and def. I'm gonna give who underscore am underscore I, and here I'm gonna pass self, then colon, and print. Here I'm gonna pass and animal. Okay, then here I'm gonna create one more method, eat. So I'm gonna pass cell colon here. I'm gonna give print I'm eating. Okay, this is one class. Then I'm gonna give one more dog. Okay, here I'm gonna pass animal class, and here I'm gonna create underscore underscore init, then self, and here I'm gonna call the instance of animal init, then self. Okay, and then after that I'm gonna print dog creator. Then here I'm gonna give a method who underscore am underscore I. Okay, or just I pass who am, then I'm gonna pass self, and here print am a dog. Then here I'm gonna give def bark, then I'm gonna give self, then here I'm gonna print off, right? Okay, so now we have two classes. Done. Okay, so now I'm going to create doc object, doc. Okay, so now you get animal created and dog also created. Okay, so here we have used the animal instance and also dog instance. That's why it prints animal created and dog also created. Okay, so now we get both classes. Then, so I'm going to call dot tab bark. It prints poof. Okay, so because we have a bark in dog class. Okay, then dog tab. So who am I? I'm an animal. In animal, I'm a dog. In animal, I'm a dog. Okay, so that's all. Right? So now we get a better clearance. What is inheritance, right? And how to call or how to use the constructor for your super classes or parent classes, right? Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and thank you all. And tomorrow we have one topic, okay, in OOP, that is operator overloading. And after that, we'll see what is data hiding. Okay, then after that, we'll go with one bike rental shop project. Okay, that is huge one. And the bike rental shop project, uh, it has some classes, methods, and it will communicate with database. Okay, so the entire data or entire program is running by the database records. Okay, so we'll see how it's working, right? So if you have time on tomorrow, we'll see. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you, sir.